Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening show as usual. Thank you very much for your very good response to all my previous videos. Thank you very much. Well, dear fans and subscribers, as said, since you guys are really a great bunch of guys, that's the precise reason, I really feel so happy to do this Cricket Happening show on a daily basis. Well, so let's not waste any time, and without further ado, let's get on with business here, as usual, on this Cricket Happening show. Well, as far as this Cricket Happening show is concerned, well, I would like to start off with some news which is coming in from Manchester in Old Trafford, where the fourth test match of the Investec Test series is being played. As you know, England have already leveled the series, and today what they have done is they have rolled out India for 152 after actually batting first. In fact, batting first, India has been bowled out for 152 runs, which Stuart Broad really skiting through the Indian batting order. 13.4 overs, 6 maidens, 25 runs and 6 wickets, and James Anderson supporting him admirably when he actually gave the early breakthrough for India. I thought 14 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 46, and India had absolutely no answer at the seaming pitch here at Manchester in Old Trafford, surrendering in a real meat fashion, being all out for 152, and this was not good news, let me tell you that. Now for India, so I'll come back to that. So India is currently 152 all out, and England currently we are on session 3, and we have another 1 hour of play left. As right now I see that it's drinks on day 1 here in the fourth Investec Test match, and England have reached 36 for 1. I'll come back to that later, but definitely we will talk about a match which finished, in the sense today was the second day's play in the first Test match between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Yesterday, as we remember, that Younis Khan went on to become the second highest century scorer for Pakistan, and as I said, he was just behind Inzamam ul Haq. But today, well, Younis Khan was, as you know, Asad Shafiq was giving him good company, and things were really proceeding in serene fashion for Pakistan. But then Rangana Herath was the one who broke that very important partnership, which yielded almost 135 odd runs, and when Rangana Herath actually had Asad Shafiq LBW for 75 with 8 fours and 2 sixes, Younis Khan went on to play in his merry way. He really attacked the bowlers and also showed a lot of discipline and application. And finally, it was Dilruwan Pereira, the right-arm spinner. Today also the similar thing happened as to what happened yesterday. As I said, Younis Khan had special attention for right-arm spinner Dilruwan Pereira, and today too it was a similar scene, but Dilruwan Pereira definitely had the last laugh as he actually picked up the wicket of Younis Khan, caught by Vitanage, after making a wonderful 177 runs with 15 fours and 1 six. Sarfraz Ahmed, but Dilruwan Pereira, today was absolutely the pick of the bowlers. In fact, his bowling figures were 31.5 overs, 1 maiden, 137 runs, and 5 wickets in his bag. And that is pretty important. I thought this was Dilruwan Pereira, right-arm off's third, I thought, the 5-wicket haul as far as Test cricket is concerned. And that is something which is truly admirable. And whatever the chances that Dilruwan Pereira, the right-arm off spinner, has got, the Sri Lankan off spinner has done pretty well. So the score, as I said, Younis Khan was dismissed at 177, and then Sarfraz Ahmed came in, played some very good strokes. In fact, Sarfraz Ahmed, after that, when Younis Khan departed, the score was 359, and the score was pushed on to 388 in pretty quickly by 2 batsmen at the crease, and there was Sarfraz Ahmed, the wicketkeeper batsman, and Abdur Rahman. Sarfraz Ahmed made good use of the sweep shot and the reverse sweep against Dilruwan Pereira, and Abdul Rahman at the other end was also really timing the ball well, but then Dilruwan Pereira picked up Sarfraz's wicket, caught by Matthews, but not before Sarfraz Ahmed, the wicketkeeper, went on to make a fine 55 with 6 boundaries. And that was even after Sarfraz Ahmed left. The Pakistan innings was still progressing along very well thanks to Abdul Rahman at the crease, and Abdul Rahman decided that he is going to really attack the bowlers, and that's what he precisely did. He played some very good strokes and also came down the wicket and lofted Dilruwan Pereira into the stands for a 6. But then Abdul Rahman, well, he was doing his job. But while he was doing his job, Syed Ajmal was a wicket which fell. And once again, Dilruwan Pereira picking up his wicket for 12 with 1-4. And then after that, Abdul Rahman decided that he has to play his strokes. He went on playing his strokes, and finally he was scalped by Sangakkara of the bowling of Pereira. But after, not before making a very good 50. I thought this was his first 50, if I am not wrong, as far as test records are concerned. But truly it was a very valuable knock. 50 runs of 61 balls, 6 fours and 1 6. Mohammad Tala was not out on 9. Younis Khan was sent back to the pavilion. He was the last wicket to fall. Caught Jayawardene bowled Pereira for naught. But Pakistan had definitely done, I thought, the Pakistan middle order and the lower order did a good job in taking Pakistan to a very good score of 451 all out on day 2. Now, as far as the bowling figures were concerned, Lanka 31-13, 78 runs and no wicket. Prasad couldn't get into the scalps today, 24-3, 81-2. Angelo Matthews 15-7, 25 none. Rangana Herath was the one who got the early wicket today of Hassan Shafiq, 38 overs 9 minutes, 116 for 3 runs, 3 wickets. But Dilruwan Pereira was the pick of the bowlers, 31.5 overs 1 maiden, 137 runs and 5 wickets. But as I said, Younis Khan's 177 was a real standout performance there in this particular first innings. Now, looking at the reply from Sri Lanka, well, Sri Lanka, I thought Upul Taranga started off in breezy fashion by slamming some boundaries, was particularly severe on Junaid Khan, but then Taranga actually played some very good strokes on the offside, but then Junaid Khan got one to nip back, and that was the end of Upul Taranga. LBW bowled Junaid Khan for 19 with 4 boundaries. After that, everything was once again brought back into control by Kaushal Silva, with the stocky and the short stocky batsman, the opener, and along with Kumar Sangakkara, they started building a partnership, and this partnership now was worth 75 useful runs, with Kaushal Silva really leaving the ball well outside the off stump, showing some door defense, and also hitting the loose balls at any time that it presented itself. And Kaushal Silva was not out on 38 with 7 boundaries to his name. Kumar Sangakkara, well, he decided to be a sort of a secondary partner to Kaushal Silva, really showing a lot of dedication in trying to play out the day for Sri Lanka. He finished on an unbeaten 36 with 4 fours, and this partnership is worth right now 75 runs, which is pretty useful, and they still have some long things, and there's still a lot of hard work to do there, because the first and foremost priority for Sri Lanka will be to avoid the follow-on in getting 251. But I thought Sri Lanka, Sangakkara and Kaushal Silva have really done a good job here, adding 75 unbeaten runs for the second wicket. When stumps were drawn for the day, the score read for Sri Lanka 99 for 1. Let's have a look at the bowling figures from the Pakistani bowling. Junaid Khan, I thought, could have bowled much better than what he bowled. 10 overs 3 minutes, 38 runs and 1 wicket. Mohammad Tala, 7 overs 3 minutes, none for 26. Syed Ajmal, always on the money, 12 overs 4 minutes, none for 19. And Abdul Rahman, 5 overs cost him 15. So that's the match situation as far as the second day's play is concerned at the Galle International Stadium. And I think it will be very essential for Pakistan to pick up some quick wickets on the morrow. If at all they could do it, that would really be to their advantage. And Sri Lanka would be hoping that this particular partnership between Kaushal Silva and Sangakkara continues to prosper. Well, so let's leave away from here and let's head to Manchester, Old Trafford, for the latest situation. Well, as I'm seeing the latest situation, I do see that England have lost their second wicket here. They have just lost another wicket, and Varun Arun today, who had been included, has picked up the wicket. Alistair Cook is walking back to the pavilion. Caught Pankaj Singh, bowled Varun Arun for 17 with 2 fours, and currently England are 40 for 2. And what a wicket for Varun Arun. Varun Arun was included today. Just to talk about this match, since we are coming to this, I would just like to share that it was a very good toss to win for England. I thought it was India who actually won the toss and chose to bat on a very seaming pitch, I thought. And India made 3 changes today. We had Gautam Gambhir playing his first game today, and he replaced Shikhar Dhawan, the out-of-form Shikhar Dhawan. Ravichandran Ashwin coming into the team due to Ishan Sharma's injury, or probably Mohammad Shami, one could say. And then we also had Varun Arun, the express pace bowler, coming into the mix as he replaced Mohammad Shami. And Varun Arun, as you would remember, it was suggested by former cricket player and commentator Sourav Ganguly that India should go with Varun Arun. I'm sure Sourav Ganguly, the former Indian player, would be pretty happy with this particular decision. And well, he has already scalped the wicket here. As I said, he has picked up the English captain, and that is a big wicket for India. So balance is not out on 9, Ian Bell not out on 4. We'll come back to that later. Right now, England are 40 for 2. Just have a look at the story that that was enacted on the first day's play here at Manchester in Old Trafford. Now, India were the ones, as I said, won the toss, chose to bat, and as I said, there was definitely some movement for the bowlers. Anderson was getting the ball to shape in and shape out. Stuart Broad was also doing the same, and this is how the Indian innings started. And the Indian innings started with both the openers. As I said, Gautam Gambhir was playing his first game, and in fact Gautam Gambhir was the first to go today, as Broad had him Broad bowled a delivery which actually squared up Gautam Gambhir, and the ball was well taken by Joe Root, and he was walking back to the pavilion pretty disappointed that Root bowled Broad for 4, and Broad was the one who actually provided the breakthrough for them. After that, Murli Vijay edged a beautiful outswinger from James Anderson into the hands of Cook at slips, and he was gone for naught. After that, Virat Kohli, who has been having a sort of a series which you would definitely not be happy about, because he has not been really living up to the reputation, and once again James Anderson coaxed them into a drive. In fact, it was like a sort of a commitment. As you know, Virat Kohli was committed to a stroke, and his movement, there was a forward movement, and by the time Anderson had actually coaxed Virat Kohli to edge the ball, and Alistair Cook in the slips took a catch, and England were absolutely happy, and India were really in trouble at 8 for 3. But then there more trouble followed, as Cheteshwar Pujara was a victim, as he also nicked one from the bowling of Broad into the hands of Jordan, and James Anderson and Broad had taken 4 wickets between them, and Indian innings was in absolute tatters at that stage at 8 for 4. In walked in, and then we had 2 new batsmen at the crease, the Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Ajinkya Rahane. And then slowly from 8 for 4, there was a lot of hard work to do for India. Both Dhoni and Rahane stitched together a partnership in adding, I thought it was 54 runs that they added, but they had to really take their time at the crease, even though Dhoni decided that Dhoni, even though Dhoni was showing a lot of dedication, but Dhoni also decided that the best way to wield the willow is to attack the bowling, and that he precisely did, as you would say. And both of them added 54 runs, and just before before lunch, India lost 1 more wicket, and that was Ajinkya Rahane. After making an impressive 24 with 3 boundaries, Jordan, who was wicketless in the last Test match, got his wicket as he got Ajinkya Rahane to drive at the delivery, and he was gone, caught by Bell of the bowling of Jordan for 24 with 3 fours. And once Rahane was gone, India were reeling at that stage at 62 for 5, and then India definitely didn't have anything their way, as Ravindra Jadeja was the next one to be dismissed, as Ravindra Jadeja was LBW, a ball which really shaped 10, and Jadeja was in front of the wicket. He was gone. And look at that dismissal, because as you know, Jadeja and Anderson have been in the news for the last probably week or 10 days, and here they are, James Anderson nipping Jadeja's wicket for naught, which made the score 63 for 6. And then Ravichandran Ashwin walked in. Ravichandran Ashwin walked in, but he walked in with one intention. He probably, under the instructions of Dhoni, he decided that he is not going to allow any bowler to settle, and he decided that the best way to play the English bowlers is to really go on the attack. So Dhoni and Ashwin suddenly started giving a lot of momentum to this Indian innings, and this was the best partnership that India had, because from a score of 63, the score moved on to 129, and it was good stuff by Ravichandran Ashwin and Dhoni. But then when things were looking like things were really, India were just resurrecting from a situation, that was the time Ravichandran Ashwin went for a top-edged hook of the bowling. He actually top-edged the hook of the bowling of Stuart Broad, and it was Robson in the deep who took the catch. But Ashwin had done a decent job of scoring 40 with 3 fours and 1 6. Dhoni was still there at the crease, but then once Ashwin was gone, when the score reached 152, Dhoni, after playing an aggressive knock of 71 with 15 boundaries, so that's the reason I said it's an aggressive knock, and Dhoni had hit 15 boundaries in his knock of 71, but that was the time Dhoni had to depart, as Dhoni was caught by Jordan of the bowling of Stuart Broad for 71 with 15 fours. And then Bhuvneshwar Kumar was the crease, but Bhuvneshwar Kumar definitely didn't trouble the scorers today, as he was clean bowled by Broad for duck, and then the tailender Pankaj Singh was sent packing to the pavilion as Broad got his 6th wicket, as Pankaj Singh was also clean bowled by Broad, and that brought an end to this Indian innings with the score on 152. So India were 152 all out. Varun Arun was not out on 1, and India were totally, I thought, totally they were really sunk to their knees today by England here. And looking at the bowling, Broad, as I said, 13.4 over 6 maidens, 25 runs on 6 wickets, just kiting through this Indian batting order, and James Anderson providing ample support, 14 overs 3 maidens, 3 for 46. Vokes 10 overs 1 minute, 1 for 43, and Jordan picking up a wicket, 9 overs 4 maidens, 1 for 27. Currently, England are playing. England are replying to this knock of 152. India managed to get an early breakthrough when Bhuvneshwar Kumar got one to go and hit the stumps of Sam Robson for 6. And then Alistair Cook, after contributing 17, was a victim of Varun Arun with 2 boundaries. Gary Balance is currently not out on 9. Ian Bell is not out on 9. 46 for 2 is the current score. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is 1 for 17, 1 for 7 for Varun Arun, and Pankaj Singh has bowled 5 overs for 19. I'm just going to take you to the latest match situation before I end this cricket happening show. So let's go and have a look at the current situation there at Manchester in Old Trafford. And well, let me tell you, the score is 46 for 2. Both Gary Balance and Ian Bell on 9 apiece. Well, Aaron is bowling well. Aaron is bowling on the right areas right now, which is good to see. And Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been doing a great job. There's no doubt about it. Well, dear fan subscribers, I think 152 is not a total, but it all also depends on how good the Indians. Let's see how many overs are left for the day. Well, there are 25.2 overs still left for the day to end. on the first day of this fourth Investec Test match. Still we have a long way to go, and England will be hoping that they could go to close of play, go to stumps with both Gary Ballance and Ian Bell at the crease, and that would allow them tomorrow morning to actually dictate terms to the Indians. Well, let me tell you, even though England are 46 for 2, I think still, considering that India made only 152, one has to say that England are in a not in a good situation, but they are their situation is not as bad as it seems. But it's very essential that Gary Ballance and Ian Bell really go the distance to be there at stumps on day one. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this note, I think it's time for me to end my cricket happening show. Once again, thank you very much, dear friends and subscribers, for your wholehearted support to this cricket show. Your host Ram is only more and more motivated to come and do this cricket show for you all. Thanks for your company, and thanks for regularly watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram will see you tomorrow. Thank you.